Hey there, welcome back to this week's new episode of Camp at Home. We hope you're enjoying this series as we travel through and we have some adventures together and we talk about some really cool topics in the midst of the season that we find ourselves in. We hope that you like and subscribe and you follow along and share this with other people. This is a really cool way that we can share the good news about Jesus and that we can bring camp into people's homes. We hope you enjoy this episode.
We're going to learn to make camp cookies. So first, we got to put on our mask while we're cooking. And now we're going to go learn how to wash our hands properly. So what we got to do first, turn on the water, rinse off our hands, get some soap, and really scrub it in for like 20 seconds. And then rinse off all the soap, turn off the tap. Paper towel. Dry them off. And now our hands are all clean. Okay, we're gonna preheat our oven to 350 degrees and then turn it on. So we have all our ingredients here. So we have half a cup of butter, 1 large egg, half a cup of white sugar, 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar, 1 cup of chocolate chips, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And then lastly, we have a cup and 3/4 of flour. Okay, so first what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix all the dry ingredients together. So that's our flour and our salt and our baking soda. Just like that. We're gonna mix it all together. Woo! Made a little bit of a mess. That's okay, we're having fun. Once that's all together, we're gonna mix our wet ingredients. So we're going to blend up our egg using a whisk. We're gonna add our butter or margarine, and then our vanilla. Then we're gonna add the sugar and we're gonna cream all of that together. And I'm gonna add my brown sugar. Mix it all together. Last step, we're gonna slowly add the dry to the wet. So it should look something like that when it's done. Now, last touch, we're gonna add our chocolate chips. Just fold them in. And this is your final product. Okay, so now we're gonna put the cookie dough on the sheet. So usually what you would do is make individual cookies, but at camp what we do is we make a monster cookie. Take your batter, and you're gonna just put it all onto the baking sheet, just like that. Yummy. Flatten it out just a little bit, so it'll spread out itself. Just like that. So we're gonna put the cookie in the oven. So let's not forget our oven mitts, because our oven is hot. Open up the stove. And close it up. And we're gonna bake it for 7 to 9 minutes. So while we're baking, we need to make sure that we remember to clean up as we go. And at the end, we have all of our dirty dishes we're gonna collect and we're gonna wash them. But at camp, we get to use our big dishwasher. So let's go do it. So this is our dishwasher. So what we do, we have trays. We put our dirty dishes in the trays, spray them down, and then push them through and pull down the dishwasher.
Previously at Camp Kakwa.
Okay, so today we need to clean the washrooms, check on the cleaning supplies and toilet paper.
I don't know, guys. It just doesn't feel the same, without the kids.
What do we do when we face hard times? No matter what we do, this life that we experience tends to have some hard times to it. If you run your hand across the table, you get a sliver, you wonder, why am I getting a sliver? Oh, I hurt so much. Why is this happening to me? But the reality is that we are living in a world that's broken and fallen, and we will face hard times as a result of it. I think more often than not, we usually bring them on ourselves. If I'm honest, I bring it on myself, the hard times, more than I need to.
And we go a step further. Usually the difficulties we face in life are within relationships with each other. When we're under times of stress, or even in the everyday motions that we go through, sometimes it can just be draining. And it's in those areas that we find ourselves falling short, dropping the ball, and really seeing our need for Jesus even more.
All right, everyone. It's another beautiful day out there. Karis, you gonna get back to work in the office? Katie, back at the beach? Hope, can you finish those rocks? We missed a few yesterday yet. And Kenny, I think those bathrooms need another cleaning today.
Sounds good.
It's another beautiful day. Karis, if you can keep going in the office there. Katie, if you can rake that beach. Hope, you can pick up some more rocks there. All right, everyone. It is another great, beautiful day out there. So let's get to work. Karis, if we can keep going in the office. Katie, if we can keep going on that beach. Hope, Kenny. Hope, if we can keep going on those rocks. Kenny, I think we gotta clean those washrooms again.
Kenny! I've told you like 10 times. You need to rake in this direction. Come on, it's been like 3 weeks.
Katie, it doesn't even matter. There aren't even any campers
I
here.
don't care, Kenny! It's dirty and I don't, you know what? I'm done. I need a break.
So what do we do when we face hard times? When we look into our story that we're following in the book of Acts, we see this start to occur. After the Holy Spirit comes, we see chapter 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There starts to be upsetting things that start to occur. And those upsetting things are that the church starts to face persecution. And specifically in the chapter 4, we see an interesting thing happen where the disciples, or the apostles now known as, they come together with the other followers of Jesus and they quickly pray as a result of the persecution that they face. Their prayer is so powerful, they ask for boldness, not to be safe, not to be, held secure or anything like that, but they're asking that God would keep them bold in their pursuit of following him. And the prayer is so powerful that it shakes the house. Maybe that's something we need to think about ourselves too. Are we praying for boldness in this time, or are we praying for other things? Now, prayers of other things can be good and valuable, and people still need healing and all these different things, so don't get me wrong on that, but hear me out. What happens in the story? Well, in chapter 7, we see that Stephen, who is one of the followers in this group, gives a speech. And he's giving a speech to people who are starting to persecute him on the street. Chapter 8, we see the culmination of this. Stephen is killed. And there's a man there named Saul, and he approves of this killing. And it's the very first verse in this chapter. And while it doesn't seem like an important thing, it does become very important later on. And this is what I want to kind of hit home today, is that in the midst of hardship, we can't lose sight of the fact that God is still working. What does that mean? Well, it means this. We will have hard times, but God is still helping us. He's still doing good things in the midst of that. Well, Stephen, who is boldly proclaiming the gospel based off of their prayer for boldness, God's giving him boldness to do it, he is being persecuted and he is put to death. But even in the midst of that, we see God saving people who are very marginalized in this situation, or having encounters even with people who maybe never would have encountered Jesus, despite the fact that the church is facing hardship. And I want to encourage you in this time that while we are facing an unusual time, a time of difficulty, God can be doing some of his best work that we could never imagine in the midst of that time. God literally saved so many people who may have never been saved as a result of the hardship that the church faced. And so while we don't relish or enjoy the idea of experiencing that hardship that comes in life as the church and as individuals, I want you to think about this in this week. That sometimes through that, God can do his most beautiful work. So look around you in your life, or even think around you in your life. And who is somebody who needs you to reach out to them, to show them the goodness of God in the midst of this hardship? Maybe it's even just by sharing your church service that you're watching every week on social media, or maybe it's by sending a care package to somebody else. I'm sure that God can do an amazing thing in the midst of where you're at, and he can reach new people like we never would have imagined if we just embrace the idea of the hardship and that we remember that God is doing something good.
Hello friends, we're here across the road. We follow up the trail there and we're gonna check out our new trails. So we have some friendly staff here coming to show us around. Everyone say hello. Hello. Chris say, yeah. Perfect. We also have some nice, beautiful raspberry bushes that we didn't know were here. Delicious. Say hello to the camera.
Hello,
To
friends.
the kids at home.
Peace.
Say hello.
Hi. We miss you. It's not the same.
I should say I miss you too. Say hello to the friends back home. So this is the opening. It'll come, you go past the ropes course, and you come past the raspberry bush. From the right of the wood pile is the trail.
So these two are the red loop. Go on one side and come out the other, and then that'll be the blue that comes out where we already passed. I'm gonna let you lead
can give
because
commentary.
I know where it goes, and I want to see if the markers make sense for you.
First marker.
Oh, wait.
That's the second marker.
There's the second red marker.
That's our first marker. Oh, second? I gotta catch up with the group.
You can go first though if you like. What was that?
Did you do that?
There's a stick I threw.
Oh!
There's bears here.
You can go on up the side of that tree. They climb up the top to get the
Going on a little adventure. If that's a bear mark.
And then sometimes you
This.
see
Yeah,
So these ones have been there a long time. The tree's grown around the marks, right?
They're swarming.
Did you put on bug spray?
Yeah.
It's getting very buggy out here. So make sure you wear long pants, high socks, and long sleeves. But it may be hot, I don't know. What do you mean danger? Oh,
Garbage.
Found garbage.
Right there.
if you find trash, pick it up.
And put it in Chris's pocket.
Help our maintenance man. What do you prefer your title to be? Maintenance man? Facilities manager?
Superhero extraordinaire.
Ooh. It's very fluffy. Cool.
What? So this we're at the beginning again. But this is the blue trail. That's the blue trail. And the blue trail spits out over there. Want to be done?
We want to see the outhouse. Can you show us the outhouse? So we are approaching one of our trail markers, and you see how it's slanted? The slant on it means that you go, like the path goes that way. Just to clarify. You're welcome. We found something special.
Wow.
This is disgusting.
3? Why are they so close?
Oh, there's a little toilet paper roll.
Like I would have imagined it being farther apart, but there's absolutely no. Like you're.
Katie, Hope, get in here.
We're not. I don't. This is so cool. It's so buggy.
We're
inside
inside
a porta potty.
All three of us.
Wait, I want. This is so gross.
Okay, let's get out.
Out of the bug-infested spider web of a mess toilet. Also reminds me for the third time I have to clean our bathroom. What's that? Is that another outhouse?
Ah!
Look, that even has the outhouse symbol on top. What is the moon and the star? I see that on like all classic outhouses.
Wow. This is disgusting.
We can't get this very long.
I like your trail block.
Ooh, don't go down there. That is not the trail. This is the trail.
He's got lots of bug friends.
What?
The only reason to run, they won't catch it.
You're going down this way or that way?
There's no trail marker that way.
What happens if you lose a buddy?
You find your way back.
By looking for the markers. That's how you find home.
Is that what you were looking for me to say?
Yeah. Steep one.
Don't forget to hydrate, kids. What if Chris's tears are the ultimate bug spray?
Whoa.
Where did all the bugs go? Like and subscribe.
Thank you everybody for joining me. I hope you get out there and explore some new trails across the road, and we'll have a big sign showing you what the trails are, like color coded. So get excited for that, because you can go for nice walks with your family and just explore and have fun. So thank you guys, and I'll see you later.